I visited Prosser Reservoir yesterday. I wanted to visit Kylie's memorial and to bring her some flowers and to also see what the latest water conditions were like, how far the water level has receded. I parked up at the campground location and hiked down a steep hill to get there, so please join me for that walk. And you can see the lines on these hills from where the water once was. But yeah, it's just crazy to see this. All of this had water in it before. Oh, there's a little lizard that went under there. But I thought I'd visit Kylie's memorial here today and just kind of give you a view of what it looks like now. And brought some wildflowers here that I picked to leave. When I came here, I think I was last here, maybe a week ago, and there was definitely some water left here. It was pretty shallow though, but now it's completely dry and it's not even that muddy anymore. It's not that sludgy, when I step, I'm not sinking, so that's nice. I was gonna try to do the night drive again if that camera would have been working, that fire cam, but they don't have it positioned here anymore, so it's kind of useless at this point. I was looking for things kind of in the ground. This is a Shakespeare fishing. I guess it's like a little lure or something. It's kind of cool. A little fish. Maybe I'll keep that. But when I was out here a couple weeks ago searching in the water, I lost my 2 gold rings. They just slipped right off my hand. Should have taken them off. It's my own fault, but it'd be kind of cool if I found them glinting in the sun, but I doubt that'll happen, but it's okay. There's a little more muddy here. I don't want to get stuck in the mud. Too dirty, but so see, there's a little bit of water here, but it's drying up. But the main part of the reservoir is out here, and then when the current, especially when the wind would blow, it would blow water this way through here, and then just all through back here. But as you can see now, it's, pretty basically dried up. The water has receded so much. I'm gonna have to make it across at some point and go up the hill to where she was last seen. There's someone over there standing by the water's edge. So that should be her area over there. I'm gonna try to make it across here. So just to give you an idea of where I'm at, the precipice to where she would have went off that night is about right there. And you can see how far down the hill goes now, how far down it is exposed. It's not underwater anymore. Because before it was, just right up at the tip there, basically. And then this way is the sanctuary. See where all these trees are? Sanctuary's up through here. It's about a quarter mile from the area that she ended up going in. I actually made a mistake here. I meant to say 3/4 of a mile from the sanctuary to the area where she went in the water. Yeah, so before all of this was in the water, there's the tip of the hill there. So you can see kind of the low grade, as it declines here. And then the water. So you can see across the water there's a couple more vehicles. I believe last time I was here, gosh, oh, I can't really say, but you can see the memorial there, and then just look at the distance from the memorial to where the water is now. I'm not gonna guess how many feet, but it's not good at that, sorry. But you can see how far down where the water is now. Now I'm gonna come up on the memorial. But here you can see where her car was, or where it was at least pulled up, because there is some auto glass here. I don't know if you can see the bluish green glass, you know, glinting in the sun. So there is still some evidence from her vehicle here. All right, so we'll head up to the memorial spot. As you can see, it's really sandy here. It's all dried out now. It's not mud and sludgy anymore. Looks like some people have made and left some other things. Here's a peace sign out of rocks. That's lovely. Some more things. Somebody left a doll. A little pumpkin. That's cute. Some more flowers. Looks like this vase is tipped over, so oh, look, the crystal I left is still there. Notice from all of us, guys. I'm just going to put that back. It's tipped over. Oops. Get it to stay. Okay. So I'll leave these little wildflowers there. Put them in this one. Some more rocks people left. Looks like somebody left a candle there. Probably had it lit at some point. Cute little pumpkin. There's another pretty rock somebody painted. More flowers and a cross. And then her name's still here. Alder Kiely. As you can see, here's the top of the hill here. We'll walk up it. Somebody made a big deep hole here. Their tire, wow, must have got stuck maybe when it was more muddy. But here's the top up here, where if you were just coming to hang out, you'd just leave your car up here and have a nice view. So here's the area where they call it Oil Pan Hill right there. As you can see, the water's receded from there as well. And I'll slowly come around. This little area here where there's bushes, that's where the second memorial is. And there are deep tire tracks that go straight down there into the water. So when I'd come out here before, where I'd parked was about right here. And then, I would kind of walk around, head down to the memorial. And if you remember before, the water was just right at the edge. Now you can tell how many, just how much it's receded. There's some people on the other side of the reservoir and they're listening to music, and I can hear it right now. So if there were people out here at night playing music, having parties, you definitely would hear a little bit of it, wafting across the water. And then up this hill where I just came down, where I hiked down, that's where the campgrounds are. They're just up here. There's, I think, 3 different campgrounds. So they're behind the trees and across the road a ways. So you can't really see anything from the campground area down here unless you're at the, the edge of the hill here, edge of this hill. You wouldn't really see anything going on. Now at night you may see some lights or something, but we are lower right now, so I'm not sure what they would have seen at night, or, you know, especially if they weren't looking. But all right, so maybe what I'll do now is I'll walk over to that. Well, before I do that, I want to see what this is over here. 1 second. I think I'm going to come back in a few minutes after I take you to that second memorial spot, and I'll show you where it is, but I'm going to come back over and just kind of scan the ground for maybe my 2 gold rings will reappear. We'll see. But you can see the distance from the memorial. So I'll try to show a side shot of the decline. I can do that to the best of my ability, but you can see the distance it is, just, you know, from the water's edge way down there. So definitely where her car would have been, it's definitely uncovered now. It's been uncovered probably for a couple of weeks. All right, so we're gonna head over to the second memorial. I'll show you kind of how close it was and approximately where the police had marked off a location when they found her. They had put police tape up like a rectangular shape. So I'm kind of trying to gauge about approximately where that would have been. And it definitely wouldn't have been way down there, because we know this was all underwater before. So it would have been up here more. So maybe, let's see. Alright, so the original memorial's right there. You can see in the middle of the screen. So I'm thinking it was probably around this spot somewhere, you know, here on the ground. And of course there's nothing to see right now. But here's the area where the second memorial is, and that kind of made me wonder if somebody knew that, you know, maybe she did go in this area, right? Because we know, you know, the Alder Hill camera, which maybe that's Alder Hill right here. Or it could be that one, or that one over there. I'll have to look at the map again and see. But there were, you know, there were headlights that were shown in this area that seemed to be going in the water, but it was hard to tell closer to the 12:50 mark, 12:50 a.m. But somebody did make a second memorial here. I'm assuming it's for her, but like I said in other videos, I don't really know. But there is a second memorial here. And then here are some, you know, deep marks. There were some tire tracks before when we were here. Let's see, she was found on the 21st. I had come on the 20th, and then I came back, I think it was on the 25th. Yes, August 25th is when I did the night drive. And there were tire tracks that were going straight down into the water at that point. So those could have been hers. And, you know, with the current, right now it's pretty calm because there's not a lot of wind out here. But when it is windy, the current does blow this way and kind of blows over into that area that I first was walking in. That's all just, you know, dirt right now. That's all dried out. So the current does go that way. So her car could have gone, you know, anywhere along this area and drifted over. I guess that's a possibility. But I hope, you know, this helped to give you just a visual of what the area is like, especially now with all the water receding. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I think it is important to note that whatever may have happened, and I personally do believe it was a tragic accident, but it is important to remember that Kylie, wherever she is, that she is resting in peace.